Hello everyone, my name's Insanity Hype, and today we're going to be going over an operator idea I came up with all the way back in Red Crow. So I do want to tell you now that there are going to be a couple of slight similarities between the character I came up with and Ying. That's because some of the things that I thought up, like all the way back in Red Crow, just happened to kind of make it into Ying. So it's, well, obviously from the title of the video, it's going to be a tick or spider drone themed operator whose drone is not only just for droning, but breaching utility in general. So we're going to get right into that. So Tick is a 3-speed, 1-armor male operator. I didn't actually have a specific CTU for him, but he has a spider or tick-like drone. The reason I call him Tick, you'll see in a minute, but it's basically a spider drone that can sneak around the map. It doesn't sound any different than a normal drone because I didn't want to have it go into Twitch too much. So you get 2 of these spider drones that can go around the map. They can climb on walls and hang from the ceilings, no cloak or anything like the yokai. But the thing that makes it so special is you can put it on an unreinforced wall and you can burrow it into the wall. Now, the thing that kind of, I guess, makes it sort of like Ying, one of the problems I kind of had, was that you can detonate it right there like a breaching charge, or you can do what Ying kind of does, where you can set a timer based on how long you hold a button. So you could basically sacrifice a drone to use as a breaching charge, and the thing that makes this really good is you could plant this on like the other side of a room, breach that, and come through the way that you're at. One of the problems I kind of wanted to solve with this operator is a really popular tactic. Well, people will go to the other side of the objective room to plant a breaching charge or some gadget, go back to the other side and then use it. And I found it was really time consuming, which is especially important in ranked when you only have 3 minutes to secure the objective. I didn't want a lot of people wasting their time as they're trying to get set up and go in. So that's kind of what Tick is. He's saving you time from having to go from one side and back. It's just one trip with a drone so you can make a hole. Not to mention, let's say you're sitting around and your buddy, let's say IQ, is running frag grenades. You're on the whole other side of the map, and she says, I need to get into this objective. Well, instead of you running all the way over there to breach in and then run all the way back, you have a drone to do it for you. And as Echo stated, why do it yourself when robots can do it better? And one balance point I think that actually needs to be implemented if this were to go into the game is to limit when Tick can detonate the drone, because I don't want him immediately running into the objective room, burrowing it into a wall, and detonating it into like Rook's face when he's trying to barricade. So I think you need to wait at least 20 seconds after the action phase starts till he can actually detonate the drone, or else Tick's going to get into this overpowered territory, because then instead of using Tick as a breaching tool, everyone's just going to use him to get easy frags at the beginning of a round. Alright, so I actually came up with a weapon configuration for my operate idea of Tick, instead of just saying, here's an ability, go make it work, because I think the weapons would actually go decently well with his playstyle. So I have on here for primaries, I suggested an automatic low damage shotgun. For example, I think the AA-12 would work great. Low damage though, because I don't want this, like easily one-tapping people. Like I think 2-shot kill max would probably work out pretty well, especially if it's a high rate of fire. And then keeping with that, high rate of fire, low damage AR, because I want him to be a really aggressive operator. Like the second that drone goes off, if he wanted to, he could breach right in like an Ash. He could run right in and just light people up. And that's kind of how I envisioned him. Someone who is almost like an Ash, but instead of actually using the charge, they have a drone to do it for them. But then again, Ash still doesn't have a hitbox. I don't think we're breaking into her territory too much. And finishing up with the loadout, I recommended a high damage pistol as the only secondary option. I guess similar to the Deagle. Obviously you can't do that, but I don't think it's too unrealistic to really just take any high caliber pistol, put it in the game. Maybe something similar to like the 1911, because I know there's plenty of variants of that they could implement. And then for gadgets, I said frags and smokes, because I keep with that aggressive playstyle. The second that drone goes off, you can toss a frag in and run. But the same with the smoke, really. I didn't want something where you have to stop and wait when Tick's playstyle is to keep pushing forward. Alright, so that's all I have on Tick. I would love to hear some feedback if you like the idea of Tick. I have plenty more operator suggestions I've come up with over like the 2 years of me actually playing Rainbow. And I also, don't worry, I realized I didn't really upload anything from Thanksgiving on to today. So I've definitely got plenty of gameplay. I can record more commentaries. I can easily get some mini games or something on here as soon as possible. Just this Thanksgiving weekend didn't really work out because of the holiday. So I'm Insanity, and I'll catch you guys next time.